Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Speaks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks we're here from, Major League Baseball playoff game. Single game today is Toronto, Seattle on a travel day. And Dodgers Brewers go at it in game two. We'll have three from college football. Hockey is also on the slate. And we're waiting for the NBA. I think a week from today, we got the start of the NBA season. I think it's a triple header next week. So we'll be looking forward to that. So let's meet the cappers, get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Speaks Morning Show. Say hello to the chat as well. Say hello to Sean. Sean, what's going on?
Not much. We dropped the Dodgers run line there yesterday, and 1-1 in football with the Bills and the Bears. So on to today. Not loving the baseball, and just because it's playoffs. So yesterday I added it in the show, and it came back bit me in my giant ass. So I don't know if I'm going to add anything today. Just to it's baseball. I got to bet it. It's tough call. We were just talking off air about the Dodgers. You want to run them back the Dodgers the way they're hitting? It's not pitching's been great. Nearly lost that one yesterday. I'll probably be a pass in baseball today.
Yeah, the story that's not being reported is how the Dodgers are in a hitting slump right now, and they're getting carried by the pitching. Winning these close games like the Giants used to do back in the day when they had Bam Bum. They're having to hold one run leads throughout the whole game and winning games with scoring 2 runs or less. Alessandro, what's going on?
Nah, nothing much. I had a pretty good day yesterday. Bears money line cashed. Did go 1-1 in hockey. That was a Wild game there for the Wild. They did get it done though. Overtime shootout. But yeah, pretty solid day. Looking to build on it, keep the week going. So let's make some money.
Yeah, the Kings not looking good. This is what I thought they looked like last year. So that's why it surprised me when they made the playoffs. DeAndre, what's going on?
How y'all doing today, man? Good morning to all y'all, man. I'm coming off a 2-1 day. I hit my best bet with the Milwaukee Brewers run line in the first 5 innings. It was a no sweat. It was a good game. I dropped the Bills first half, but I also had the Bears with the plus 5.5. So looking to keep going, man. Appreciate all the love and the support, man.
There you go. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, I split my premiums yesterday. I had the Falcons as the best bet and lost, dropped that one with the Toronto Blue Jays. Mariners is a tough team to try to figure out, right? Again, they had that stretch where they were winning road games, and at the end of the season, they were losing road games, winning all at home. And now we've seen the bats come alive here on the road, getting out of that sleep-inducing park. But we'll see what happens when the game goes back to Seattle. Probably going to be a little chillier now. I've been watching some of those PCT videos, guys, going up the Pacific Northwest. It is cold and damp out there right now in Pacific Northwest. So we'll see how the climate change impacts the ball carrying there in Seattle. We're already seeing a low total tomorrow, but we'll see how that rolls. So let's get to it here, guys. Let's go and start with the baseball for today. It is game 2. It is the Dodgers and the Brewers. We're seeing the Dodgers favored here, $1.22. The total sits at 7. Juicy over. I'm seeing some 7.5s now come up at Penny and at DraftKings, so you can get some 7.5s if you're willing to pay the juice. And hopefully, when we get these sweeps in, we won't have to worry about this high commission. I think high commission sports betting is on its way out here with what's happening in the sports world. But Yamamoto and Freddie Peralta, they do play in a dome, so it will not be a weather impact in this one. We saw with Sean.
Yeah, I'll take the 120 and do 7.5. I mean, wow. We've seen the Dodgers shut down the Philly offense. You saw last night against the Brewers, who I think are probably the worst offense remaining. Seattle, you can make fun of Seattle's offense. They got guys, they got a bunch of pop on that team. Let's go under 7.5. Only way I can look at this. I can't do a Yamamoto or a Peralta. It's a coin flip, just like the line says. But under 7.5 minus 120, worth a play, I think.
There we go with Sean. We move on over to Alessandro.
I hate to contradict what Sean's saying. I just can't really get behind backing and under here. I just can't trust Yamamoto. I know he's been lights out all year, but in playoffs, it's first time really in the playoffs in the MLB, and I don't know. Brewers are good enough to get to him, I think. And then when I look at Peralta, 4.5 ERA in his postseason career, has never gone out the 5th inning. So can I trust Peralta to go deep in this game? I do think the Dodgers lineup actually shows up here a little bit, puts up more than 2 runs. I'm looking at their team total and probably going to wind up getting on the over 7.5.
Yeah, with Alessandro, we'll move on over to DeAndre.
Yeah, man. Looking at this game, I want to be all over the Brewers coming off a loss. They got one of their best pitchers in Freddie Peralta. He got some of the most wins pitcher wise this season, and he's at home in front of the home crowd. I'll take the Brewers coming up the loss.
There we go. Here from DeAndre. Wouldn't argue with that pick, but the one I'm going to agree with Sean. Go under in this one. LA is just not hitting at all. This on the road in the playoff games, $1.94. Milwaukee in their 3 playoff games, $1.78. So we got 2 lineups that really aren't hitting right now. Brewers bullpen, though, this is the key here. Past 18 games, ERA of 1.98. I know there's concern Peralta, but he'll have a quick hook. But the bullpen here from Milwaukee has been playing well. LA 12-3 to the under on the road, facing an NL starter with an ERA of 3.2 or lower. So against these good pitchers, the Dodgers go under on the road. Milwaukee against these starters that don't give up home runs, that allow 0.5 home runs per game or fewer. 11-5 to the under. You're probably going to see Sheehan. He's a starter. You'll probably see Sheehan in today and out of the bullpen. I think your closer today will be Vesia. I don't think they're going to go with train wreck. They got away. You got away with a train wreck yesterday, and Sasaki looked a little shaky. So I wouldn't be surprised if your end of the bullpen is Sheehan and then Vesia. If there is a bottom of the 9th, there may not be a bottom of the 9th today. That maybe you may not need Vesia. Alessandro doesn't think there's going to be a bottom of the 9th, huh?
Yeah, real quick. I like the the Dodgers team total at 3.5. You got -122. That's where I'm kind of looking. Maybe one of these offenses doesn't go, but I think at least one of them will, and I think it'll be the Dodgers. I'll go that for the Dodgers here with how all the stars they have on that lineup. And I'll square it up, and I'll go Dodgers team total over 3.5 at -122.
Yeah, and realistically, they could that Muncy. If they again, I can't blame the Blazers. How the hell do you know from 300 feet away if the dude caught it? And the ball goes in his glove. You think he caught it, right? That's what you think. That was just one of those freaky plays, but came close to being a grand slam. And who knows what that happens there on Muncy's on that Muncy hit?
You know, we didn't even talk about that play. And I was on Sports Grid last night with that when that happened with Gabe Morancy and them. I'm like, how? Because we're watching, we're like, what the heck just happened here? And because how does Teoscar get thrown out at home from center field, which is ridiculous? Like that's just insane. But like I'm watching the replay, I'm like, okay, maybe they think because they call it an out. So I'm thinking, did they think it popped out of his glove and then he caught it in the air? They don't know it rolled across.
No, they didn't call it out. The third base umpire, the outfield umpire in left field, he clearly said safe. He made the safe.
Yeah, but it was such a weird, and then all of a sudden it turns into like a triple play or something or a double play. You're like, what the heck just happened? Because you got guys lapping guys on the base path because they see it's not a catch. The other guy's held up. Like, man, crazy. I watched it like 5 times. I'm like, what the heck did I just see here? Like, that is from a fan perspective, from a player perspective, you're 300 plus feet away, almost 350 plus, right? This dead center. It's almost 400 feet away from the ball. All you see is the ball. You can't tell if it went off his glove, he bobbled, he caught it, did it hit the wall? Hit the wall clearly. Yeah. It's not an out situation. It could hit the wall. So, like, what's the third base coach doing? Because I'm looking at it like, all right, maybe. Again, I'm watching replay where it's just zoomed in on the player. I'm not seeing the outfield ump. So I'm thinking maybe they think it popped out of his glove and then he caught it in the air. Like they don't know it hit the wall. Like they're obstructed or something. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. Right? Because you're like, how can they not get one run? How's everybody out on the base paths?
You don't have these situations. Maybe you should have that outfield ump so these players know what to do. Because what they should have done is look at that outfield ump to get the call, right? The outfield ump, to his credit, right away.
The players, where's the coach?
Yeah, the coach. The coach's eyes should be on the outfield ump, not on the play. That's what the screw up was. The outfield ump right away said safe, and that's what should have happened there. So I have to agree there.
I mean, they're pointing. Listen, you can point all you want, bro. It's like a Chuck Knobloch error first base. Remember Chuck Knobloch's pointing like this, and the guys they're running around the bases like it's the Simpsons.
Yep, absolutely. Let's go.
This guy straight out of the snow.
Snow got him at the snow plow.
Right out the snow. Yeah, it's snow here today. It's 21 out this morning, and I keep the dogs out for the walk. Ooh, it's cold.
21, little chilly. Yep. It's a little nipply here with 67 on its way to 93. So,
Oh yeah, no more 93s here. I'll be like, if it hits 40, I'll be lucky if it hits 40 today. So
We got rain in the forecast. It's going to be chilly when they bring that series come to LA. We're going to be a little chilly out here. I don't know
I was
how the
about to
fall's
say,
going to carry.
It's been raining sideways out here in Vegas for the last month, on and off. I'm not mad at it.
Thunder snow, because we had a thunder snowstorm on the weekend. That blizzard that came in had some thunder and lightning to it. So all of a sudden you're like,
man,
really?
No.
Thunder snow. So yes, it is a thing that you can have a snow blizzard and have some thunder and lightning mixed with.
We had that in Jersey.
You had that in Jersey too, right? Yeah.
I've been out shoveling and heard the thunder snow. I've heard
the thunder snow. You're like,
Yeah,
what the heck?
Absolutely. Ron, what do you got in this one? Dodgers and Brewers in game 2.
Yeah, for me here in this one, you're looking at Dodgers and Brewers. I like the under here. I think Friday comes in and deals, and as I dropped the stat in the comments, Yamamoto, but he's been dealing, especially following a win. His team's following a win. He's at 9-0 in this road starts to the under, so I can't get off that train. I can see the angle that maybe we see some runs. The Brew Crew was starting to get some momentum in the bottom of the ninth. I thought for sure Trainwreck was going to give that up, but Buddy swung on a bad pitch, and it was definitely clearly a ball, and he swung right through it like a champ, and Trainwreck was like, "Yeah, I'm the champ now." But I thought for sure he was going to give it up, but I just don't see a whole lot of runs. So it's going to be that same thing. Dodger pitchers, everybody's on a short leash, so they start getting guys on base. They yank the pitchers quick, and the same thing with the Brew Crew. They'll do the same. So I'm going to grab the under. If there's a 7.5, I'm jumping to it. Give me the under 7.5. Yeah, give me the under 7. Got to grab the under 7.
They're minus 120, but whatever. That's the going rate.
Yeah,
I know they say we have our Twitter aficionados on there, like, you can't lay 1.5. You're laying more than 105, you're a loser. Yeah, all right. I mean, like, any of these sports books now are always 115, 120. That's like the standard. I mean, forget about 110s. 115's like everywhere.
Well, the exchanges, you can find better numbers. If you get an exchange account, low commission sports betting is on its way, guys. Low commission sports betting is going to be. We're going to have to stop calling this juice and vig to commission. You're paying high commission from these books. Low commission sports betting's on its way, guys. Keep an eye on that cow sheet.
Don't reinvent the wheel, Tone. It'll always be the juice. It'll be the vig, all right?
They got to change. Well, the problem is it fools the public.
Let's go back to the good old days. It's a vig.
Yeah, but the problem is you got to line it up here with stock trading, because what really built up the stock market is when they went to low commission trades, and they got to do. You'll see look what the market will look like when they go to low commission sports betting. You'll see a huge rise in these markets, man. Huge. That's why the federal government wants to take control of sports betting, because they can run it more efficiently than these states. Trust me.
They're so efficient. Yeah, the federal government's really efficient.
Well, the markets are. When it comes down to market trading, they are. And the stock market runs well. That's all I'm going to keep it right there. Is that it's going to get in the commodity exchange situation. So that's Profit X, as Al Nino's pointed to Profit X and stuff. You didn't go to that Friday.
No, I didn't do the Profit X.
Yeah, that was a real.
I think I got a pen when they had their little table set up.
Yeah, it was a very good discussion for that 2 hours at Bet Bash about what's going on with the Caltry situation. Had lawyers and they talked about it. It was very good. And I think that's where it's. I think low commission sports betting is on its way. Did we go through everybody on this baseball game? I got lost here, right?
Yeah, we did.
All right,
we did.
Answer solo in the chat.
What's up, everybody in the chat?
Terry Smith is the temporary guy at Penn State since somebody got fired.
All right.
Oh, okay. I thought Solo was asking, like, who do you think the next guy that's getting hired there?
No,
I said
Franklin
Matt
got fired. James Franklin, bye-bye. What a while.
Right. So that's why I was saying Matt Rule. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you saw that press conference with Matt Rule, but I mean, it's his alma mater. He was talking up a bunch of it, saying it'd be his dream job, but right now he's focused on Nebraska, et cetera, coach talk. Yeah, you rain some money on Matt Rule. He'll go out to Penn State.
Yeah, that's a nice sideways move for Penn State to go nowhere.
It's his alma mater. That's the main attraction.
What is that? How'd that work out for Scott Frost in Nebraska?
Yeah, we got to have some. You need some credentials. You got to have some credentials. Franklin took a doormat and made him respectable at Vanderbilt. So Well, but he's trying to do the same thing. Maybe we got to say maybe in some of these guys' lifetime, Nebraska was a doormat. They were probably doing the same thing. Miracle workers there. All right, let's get to speaking of doormat. Let's get to college football for Tuesday. We got there we go. We got Conference USA, and I think the Sun Belt says, "Hey, we want some Tuesday action too." We just don't want Conference USA hogging Tuesdays anymore. They were ball hogs on Tuesdays, so Sun Belt says we want to play on Tuesdays too. All right, here we go. Mexico State and Liberty 9.5 and 10, total 46.5. Arkansas State and South Alabama 7.5, total 59. FIU and Western Kentucky. Here we got Western Kentucky 10, total 56. We start here with Rod.
Yeah, a couple I like in this one. Give me New Mexico State plus the points. Liberty covering a 10-point spread. I know you're looking at it going, why is Liberty laying 10 points? I don't know why Liberty's laying 10 points, but I'll grab New Mexico State there in that one. Both these teams not scoring a whole lot offensively, so maybe lead to under as well. But I'll grab the points with the dog there. I think it's just too many. I know you look 0-2 on the road is New Mexico State, but Liberty 0-2 at covering these numbers at home. So grab the 10 points with the dog, and then give me the over between Arkansas State and South Alabama. I think both those offenses can smooth the ball up and down the field, and that's the highest total on the day. So we'll take the highest total of the day over, as we see plenty of offense between Arkansas State and the South Alabama.
I miss Rich Rod. Rich Rod, Jacksonville State. That was my go-to. I wish you come back to Jacksonville State. Rich Rod, help me out with this handicap and these conferences. Let's move on over to Sean.
Yeah, CUSA action here with Liberty. I mean, at least they used to be good. This is not. How the hell are they a 10.5-point fave?
I don't know.
I'll grab it. I mean, it might
week.
be too good to be true to take 10. Well, it's down to 10 now on odds logic here. So there's 10s out there from 10.5. But give me New Mexico State in this early game. And I like the under here in game 2. I got it. It's actually a slight pick, but at 60.5. So it's down to 58.5 or 58 even. Give me the under here. Arkansas State and South Alabama with their lone win. I think what they just beat. These guys are no good. Again, these kind of matchups. It's almost like you just want to take all the dogs on days like this, right? You know, because let's be honest. I mean, and we've said it before. Saturday at a 1:45 start, you're not running to South Alabama, Arkansas State. But here on a Tuesday, you're going to be some kind of aficionado on, these small conferences. I'd recommend, well, not for Florida International, but do you just like take the dogs and be like, hey, have fun? They're equal, right? There's no real separation in these schools anymore. They get looted, right? They have a good coaches gone. You see that with Liberty. You saw it with who's the other one? Coastal Carolina team.
Coastal Carolina, yeah, Chanticleers. Yeah. They went App State too a little bit, right?
Yeah. Give me the New Mexico State, and I'll go under the Arkansas State.
And of course, were those Dakota schools in college basketball, the guys that can make 40% threes, those guys got plucked also. Those guys can hit threes in college basketball. What's the name of that conference with the Dakota schools? It escapes my mind right now.
It's a Summit, baby.
The Summit Conference. There you go. We move on over to Alessandro.
All right, I'll give you a pick from every game here. I'm on the New Mexico State with you guys. Same exact sentiment. Feels like way too many points. Liberty just came off of a 19-8 win against UTEP. I don't know. I could see New Mexico putting up more offense than that. So I'll take New Mexico State plus the points. I like Arkansas State plus the 7.5. I like the under as well. I was just looking at these last couple meetings between these two teams. It was an 18-16 matchup last year. Arkansas State won. And then 21-14 2 years ago. So both of those gone under this total. Jalen Raynor's electric quarterback, a 3-year starter of Arkansas State. This Arkansas State gets the floor mopped with them. They play Arkansas. They play like these Ole Miss teams in the beginning of the year. But their stats are not as bad as it shows. You know, that's the thing here with Arkansas State. I just can't get behind this Bishop Davenport kid. He's a first-year starter. Hasn't had that bad of numbers, but, you know, the only win South Alabama has here is against Morgan State to open up the year. I don't know. It's hard for me to get behind South Alabama. I'll take the points here with Arkansas State. And then I think you got to look Western Kentucky's way, air raid offense. FIU is probably going to get blown out in this game. I think Western Kentucky can name their score.
Here we go from Alessandro. Move on over to DeAndre.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna target the game Sandra talked about. Arkansas State versus South Alabama. I think the Sun Belt Conference is wide open, and Arkansas State is coming through at the right time. We need the Jalen Renner to play better on the road in this spot right here, but I think he comes out and have a good solid game. So, like Alessandra said, man, I take Arkansas State with the 7.5 backdoor cover on the road.
There we go from DeAndre. I said what I think here about these games here. I can look at Liberty's way. I'm just not a big fan of New Mexico State on the road. They've been pounded in both of the road games, and it was against non-power conferences in Liberty and New Mexico. So they were pounded in their rivalry game, and the Liberty teams covered 3 of 4 at home against the Aggies. Liberty at home is running the ball a little bit. They're defending the pass well. As a road dog of 7.5 to 14 points, New Mexico State 0-3 to the spread. So I'll look at Liberty in that spot. I'm going to go under with FIU and Western Kentucky. WKU here, 3 straight wins, 3 straight unders. FIU on the roads average just 5 points per game. They're not throwing, they're not passing. WKU at home holding teams at 15 points per game. They defended the pass well. Hilltoppers fall in a road game, 7-3 to the under. I'll go FIU and Western Kentucky under the total in that one. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we turn our attention now on over to the ice for today. Nice card here from on the ice for tonight. So let's get to the games. In this first block, we'll do 2 blocks. In the first block, we're just going to cover the 707s here. Oilers Rangers. We see the Oilers $1.35, total 5.5. Lightning and Caps. The Caps $1.14, total 5. And look at the Lightning underdogs here, total 5.5. Predators and Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs $2, total 6. Kraken at Canadians. Canadians $1.47, total 6. We've got here in this block, we're going to go. That's going to be the last one. That's the last 707 in this block. So we start here with Rod.
Yeah, looking at these early games on the slate today, we got a couple of back-to-back spots, right? So Nashville on the back-to-back, Toronto on the back-to-back as well. Toronto's fresh off a lose to Detroit for the second straight game there in that matchup. So you see it should be Caden Primo getting the start there for the Leafs. Nashville going with just Zanunin getting the start there. I like the over. I think we see plenty of offense. There's a reason why it's at 6.5. You got the battle of the backups going in that one. Grab the over, and then you look at the Oilers heading out onto this road trip. You look, the Oilers, hey, they're off to a 1-0-1 start. They did lose to the Flames in an 8-round shootout. They got the Canucks on Saturday. And the Rangers, well, 0-2 at home are these New York Rangers. That's why they're the dog here in this one. So far, still looking for a home win. We've seen some up and down from this Ranger squad, but the Rangers 0-9 after a couple games where they've allowed 2 goals or less. So they had a couple good games, and then this is the flop. I'll take the Oilers in that one. I think they want to start their road trip on the right foot. And they got the rest advantage here as well. They haven't played since Saturday. It's now Tuesday. Give me the Oilers in that one. And then Seattle and Montreal. Hey, you look at Montreal. This is a
Oh,
a little bit of a revenge. So first game, they've played their first couple games at home. What happened? Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if Rod, maybe the
Got
wind's blowing out.
froze.
You got froze. We got the sound, though. You there? All right, Rod's. That's frozen state there. You know, the blizzard hit again. You got to go and move the dish to get this internet back on that satellite internet out in the prairie.
Page. I wanted to zoom out in. Of course, it's so early that
There you go. You back.
it's the it's just, give me 1 second. I got to close the window.
Close the window.
Close the window.
Keep the
Hold on.
It's cold out there, bro. It's cold out here, bro.
You got it right. You got it right.
Where you located at?
There you go. Up on near the Northwest Territories. Up in cold Canada. Ice cold. Where the snow, probably the snow's falling already. On over to Alessandro.
I'm actually going to back the Oilers there with Rod. 9-3 on the road against the Rangers here last couple seasons. All the talent the Oilers have as well. Obviously, made it to the Stanley Cup Finals last year as well. And McDavid, all the boys. I'll back the Oilers as well with Rod. I actually kind of was looking at the Predators. It's been bought down a little bit at plus 170. Now I'm seeing plus 155. Just no way the Maple Leafs can lose 3 in a row. So I'll take the Predators just off that. Noticed 2-0-1 to get off to the season. Not that bad. They did play the Hurricanes there in that last preseason game. I know it's preseason, but Sebastian Aho and Seth Jarvis and the rest of that Hurricanes gang played 19, 20 minutes total time on ice. So they kind of treated that game like an actual regular season game. And Predators walked out with that win in overtime. So this Predators team might be a little bit for real to start off the season. Obviously, it was a disappointment how it started off last year. They got all those free agents out from Vegas. I'm looking at the dog there in that Maple Leafs Predators game. And then I like the Oilers. That's really the only two plays I like in hockey today as well.
All right, there from Alessandro. Continue here on Tony's Morning Show. Closing out hockey here with the Golden Knights Flames. We got the Golden Knights favorite, $1.60 on the road, total 6. Wild and Stars, the Stars, $1.86, total 5.5. Hurricanes at Sharks. We've got the Hurricanes, $2.60, total 6.5. Penguins at Ducks. Yes, the Ducks are favored at home here, $1.35, total 6. What's wrong with the Penguins? Dogs here against the Ducks. They are $1.35, total 6. Go over to Rod.
Well, the Ducks, the reason why the Ducks are favored at home, because it's their home opener, and they've won 9 straight home openers. So Ducks at home have been money. This Pittsburgh squad, tough travel spot to get across the country and head over to Anaheim to take on the Ducks. Good start for the Penguins to the year, 2-1. They are 1-0 on the road, but I think the Ducks get them here in this one. So give me the Ducks. And then, hey, it's that time of year, early NHL, and Carolina's out on the road out west. Again, to take on these Sharks, right? So, hey, Sharks loses of 13 straight hockey games. Carolina, well, we know what they have done, been absolute money, but I'm going to grab an under here. Carolina, San Jose. You look what Carolina does following a couple games at home. That first game out on the road, 21-5 to the under. I've seen the Sharks games. We've seen some crazy goals, but for some reason they get up for Carolina. 6.5 too many. Give me the under 6.5 in that one. And then you got Minnesota, Dallas, right? Well, Minnesota, hey, they got themselves a win. Lucky to hang on to the win. They had themselves a 3-0 lead against the Kings. Kings came roaring back, tied it up, forced a shootout. Minnesota got the win in a shootout. So now they have to face Dallas. Dallas at home for their home opener. No chance. Give me Dallas. I'll take Dallas on the puck line. I think they beat up on the Wild there with Gustafsson and goal. Ottinger going for Dallas. And then Vegas into Calgary, right? Well, guess what Vegas has done in all their games to start the year? Played overtime. Give me the 60-minute draw between Vegas and Calgary. I think they battle each other to a tie. It's going to take someone in overtime to get the win. You get a nice big plus price on the 60-minute draw in that one. And then one we missed in the earlier slot because I froze up because it is that time of year. You were mentioning Tampa Bay Lightning as a dog, right? Well, Tampa Bay Lightning, they're on the back-to-back spot here against Washington. They played last night. But they did start Jonas Johansson in that game last night, so they saved Vasilevsky for this start. And he's the only goalie confirmed today on the board in the NHL is Vasilevsky going in this one. This should be Logan Thompson on the other side. And guess what Washington does at home? 8-0 to the under is what they've been doing. These two teams battle to low-scoring games. I think Vasilevsky has a good one. We know what Logan Thompson can do. Versus 3 wins this one if we even get to 3. Lean to Washington because they're the rest of the squad. Camp on the back-to-back, but give me the under.
There you go from front. Well, then a couple of years ago, they screwed Pittsburgh with those back-to-back West Coast trips to start the season, right? They did that to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so they threw them out there again this year. I see that. Why not throw Pittsburgh and Carolina out west to start the year? We know in the last couple seasons, Carolina's been done dirty with some really rough West Coast trips. Last year, I think they had to go out twice. They came out this way, and they went back home, and then they shoved them back out again for a back-to-back across the country.
They did that. That's what they did to Pittsburgh 2 years ago. Yeah, that's there's always those teams that get, and the Kings last year, right? That massive road trip to start the season. Play one, go on the road for a lot, and Kings again on the road here to start the season. So we'll see how it rolls here. Work for the Kings out. They somehow, some way. I didn't think they were very good, but they got in the playoffs. Maybe it talks about what the rest of the bottom of the Western Conference not very good there. All right, Alessandro, I know you said you didn't like anything, but you're a Vegas Golden Knights are in action in this block. Anything in this one?
So I'm long-term play for me is just fading the Golden Knights. Anytime I can get a plus price, that actually does fit the script here for tonight. I don't know. I'm just gonna let it go. That's all I have to say. I just don't like this Vegas Golden Knights team, so I'm looking to fade them for the rest of the year if I can get a plus price. So that actually does fit tonight. I got to do a little bit more digging in on this game. Yeah.
What
So
turns
we
you
got a
off
lot
on
of
that?
stuff
What
going
turns
on.
you off on the Vegas team? What turns you off on them?
I just think, they've been having a lot of success these past couple of years, and each year it's starting to go down, down, down. Eventually, they're not going to make the playoffs. So I'll be on the other side of that, just fading them. So.
All right, looking for the team's heading the wrong direction there.
Yeah.
There from Alessandro. All right, we got you through our parlay purple segment. I'm sorry, through our hockey segment. Now it's time for our parlay purple segment where Cappers giving a parlay, player prop, game of the future. Hey, we can also dip in some NBA preseason in this block if you like. So we get it underway here with Rod.
3-teamer for you on the ice. Take the Oilers. Take Dallas. Take the Ducks. 3-teamer for you.
3-teamer there from Rod. Next up, we move over to Sean.
All right, let's roll into college football. Just a solo pick here. 13 and 14 for end of show picks with college football, minus 340. But we did go 4-1 last week with the weekend. So one game today, we're going to go under 58.5. Arkansas State and South Alabama.
There we go here from Sean. Next up, we move right on over to Alessandro.
No UFC for me. I'm just going to where the money's at right now. It's not been hitting. So I'll be going to the pay-per-view in a couple weeks. Parlay, though, might not parlay today, guys, if I'm being honest. There's just not a lot of action that I love Western Kentucky, man. Just lay it with Western Kentucky. Love it.
All right, there you go from Alessandro. Next up, we move right over to DeAndre.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the NBA preseason, and I see the Warriors versus the Trailblazers. I want to take the Trailblazers in this spot. I think the Warriors are overvalued on the road. This Trailblazers team is really good, man. They got a lot of pieces in this Trailblazers lineup.
There you go. Of course, what you get from an overnight guy, you get the D-Gen NBA preseason picks there on the overnight. DeAndre catching my night moves here on the overnight. Just looking here at looks like Darius Garland will be out here for Cleveland tonight in the preseason there for Cleveland. Other injuries of note here. Jalen Williams out for OK. Looks like he's questionable for OKC against the Bucks. So some of the injury updates there on today's NBA board for today. I'm gonna go college football like I like to do here early on with a Saturday game because I got about 12 handicap for Saturday already. Don't call it a trap game. I'm not. I'm gonna take LSU plus the points. I just I mean, Pavia. Yep. Listen, I mean, they're just too one-dimensional. Pavia's passing numbers aren't the great. They rely on him to run too much. This LSU defense has really stepped up. I mean, they're not scoring a lot of points, and they're winning games, right? That tells you the defense. I think they got the defense fixed over there. And I don't know that Vanderbilt play there against Alabama, and now you catch LSU. This is when it gets tough when you start playing the really top elite team back to back. I think that's gonna hurt them. Again, that line opened 1, and Vanderbilt got all the money early. I don't know if that's a fake move or anything. Did you look at that one, Sean? LSU Vanderbilt?
Yeah, come on. People are just buying on Vandy. Let's be honest.
Public dog. Everybody's jumping aboard that train. Woo-woo!
I'll go right back to
it's a favorite, right?
The recruiting difference. The recruiting difference is night and day. You got top 5 recruiting classes at LSU, and Vanderbilt doesn't.
I like LSU in that spot. I mean, if you're asking me, give me LSU. Did I play it or wonder why it's flipped or it's gone up to 2.5 from a 1.5?
Money on Vanderbilt, money on Vanderbilt. But that's sharp money. Now the scoring money hasn't even came to the market yet until probably game time, right? Day of game. So or maybe the night before.
I mean, I didn't play LSU. I mean, I got some games for Saturday already. That's not one of them, but I take LSU there. Hey, listen, Vandy's got the money. They can bring players in here now. Right? Now it's a level playing field, them in Alabama, because they could pay legally.
They didn't even cover against Alabama. They got basically boat raced.
Trust me, they're finding ways illegally. They're also finding ways illegally.
In the stats, they got boat raced by Alabama. But the fact is that if he didn't break if the guy would have fell down with 4 seconds left,
they hung around.
Covered the game.
They hung around for sure, but.
But you're getting points with LSU 2.5, and Nussmeier really hasn't shown much in the passing game. This, they got to start showing something here because they're putting 20. They're having a hard time getting over 20 points a game.
Yeah,
but, that's the scary. I think what people are looking at. But then again,
LSU is the big name. People are gonna bet Vandy. because look at this, they're favored over LSU, right? You look at that and be like, why is Vanderbilt favored?
But it's a lot of Pavia running.
Exactly. Why are they favored? Because Pavia's going to run. Maybe you just stop him and LSU, as you said, QB
Sound
there.
like the under.
Not been
I'll
throwing
tell
so
you what, I
good.
don't like those Weeks twins on the LSU defense, man. They're talk about overrated. Jesus.
All right,
The secondary sucks on Vanderbilt. They're going to get exposed here in this game. LSU will be able to toss the ball. Look, they're giving up 68% pass completion.
Yeah.
Is Vandy? That's where LSU is going to strike.
Well,
Long
this
strikes,
week-
quick and early. All of a sudden, they'll be like, boom!
Yep. And a lot of those LSU receivers get to the NFL too. A lot of those LSU receivers, they get to the end. Speaking of, we're going to go wait for you because we know you're in Baton Rouge. DeAndre, I'll let your thought here on that LSU Vandy game. You probably couldn't believe your Tigers are dogs against Vanderbilt. How not in your lifetime? How in your lifetime that happened?
Yeah, Death Valley was litty this weekend, man. We played South Carolina. It was litty out there in Death Valley. We got that backdoor cover. You know, we going into this game with motivation. You know, we gotta do it. We gotta get it done. Let's go, Nussmeier.
Let's go, Nussmeier. You got still time to get that Heisman, but you better get those. You got to start stat padding. You're running out of opportunities. You had all that opportunity to stat pad. It's not
This is a
working out.
perfect game to stat pad right here because the secondary is soft.
Let's do it. Y'all, hey, right here on Mr. Tony's picks, man. They giving y'all picks for the weekend already, man. Y'all better get the best number, man. It's not gonna be like this for game time, man. So
That's right.
I don't think
y'all
it's gonna be
advantage, man. Shout out Mr. Tony T, Rod, Sandra, and Mr. Sean Higgins. Shout out Javon. Shout out Chris. Shout out the whole team, man. We print money for you guys.
You know what the LSU is? Also with Kelly, like, can we get a win? Like,
I know, right?
you know what I'm saying? Like, what have you done down there?
I agree.
Toughest
I want
conference.
him fired.
You know,
It's the toughest conference by far. So
yeah, but in LSU, you know, DeAndre, if you lose 3 games, they get the coach out of there. Who was the guy that
Yeah,
was
they
there
want him
before?
fired now. So yeah, Brian Kelly better be on his best behavior, man.
You can't lose no more than 2 games at LSU or they want you out. That's the way it is. At least make the playoffs now. They made it easier for you to make the playoffs, so that makes it harder on the coaches in the bigger conferences. That's really what it does. You know, now
man,
it's
we
like
want to see this LSU offense come alive. We know what the defense capable of, but man, we want to see this offense get it going, light up the scoreboard, man. We haven't seen the offensive outbreak yet from this LSU team, so it's on the horizon, man. We just don't know when it's coming.
it's been bottom.
is Nussmeier a Burrow or Jaden Daniels? I don't think so.
Ooh.
That's the problem.
Oh, that's
They
the
thought he
thing.
was.
That's a tough
We
one.
thought-
Thought he was
Yeah.
to start the year.
I go Joe
They
Burrow.
hyped him up.
What
No,
about the
I'm saying
receivers?
is he one of those type of guys? Probably not. That's
Nah,
why it's that's
because
why the
you know
offense is
why? All
not
those
where it's
guys
at.
have a good running game. Nussmeier not really impactful on the ground.
Are there NFL receivers there on this LSU team like they were in the past? Because you know Burrow had NFL guys out wide and a lot of speed in the
Nope.
receiving core.
No guys are really making an impact like the other guys have in the past, like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors. No wide receiver on this team really making an impact like either one of those guys. So I think they definitely need to work on that a little more. They need to recruit a little better. We know y'all got the money, LSU, man. Get some NFL prospects in here, man. Let's go.
Yeah, the quarterback needs the receivers, right? That's
Yeah,
what you
man,
need.
let's go. We
Yeah,
should have
man.
got Bryce, man. We should have got Bryce from Michigan, man.
There you go.
Tight wallets.
Yeah, Michigan came with that money. They dropped
Yeah,
that
how
bag
about
on us. Money
LSU's
move, man. Money
LSU's
move. Money
leading
talk.
receiver. LSU's leading receivers, Aaron Anderson, 5'8". Good
Ooh,
luck.
that's
Yeah, like I said, man, this offense haven't give us an outburst yet, man.
That's
So,
too small. Those guys are 6'2", 6'3". You know, look at the receivers they get. They're always huge up there. So yeah, we got to see a little more offense from that LSU team. Pavia, good luck. After Alabama, you got LSU. Good luck there. It's going to be tough. Now you're going to start getting pounded now. There.
They're off their bye week though, Vandy.
Yeah, it is true. They're out there by a
So-
week. But it takes 2 weeks. But maybe it takes more than 2 weeks to get over Alabama. The soreness from Alabama hitting you. You know, maybe you need another week to get ready. But we'll see. Yeah, they're coming off the bye week there. But well, we just saw that game. But again, LSU they're not getting respect.
Not
Oh
to,
boy! Oh, no, that's by the way. That's another thing. The bulletin board, right? We're underdogs here against Vanderbilt. How the hell is that happening? I could just see Kelly going off on these dudes.
How is this total only
no.
49.5? That's what I would like to know. Why is this total only 49.5? This seems a little bit suspect.
Because LSU scored 23 points versus La Tech.
Yeah, they're having trouble scoring points.
Yeah, La Tech defense is pretty good.
Yeah, I know, but
La Tech defense is solid.
Player for player, is it Vanderbilt?
LSU.
SEC?
Yeah, so player for player is La Tech defense as equal up to Vandy's defense. What's Vandy's defense been given up, right?
Well, I mean, Vandy's playing an SEC schedule. You go put Vandy in the what the hell conference is La Tech in there? Sun Belt. You go put Vandy in the Sun Belt, they'll
Conference
be the number
USA.
one ranked defense in the country. So
Conference USA, the gateway to college.
USA,
the gateway. That's where all the FBS come and get.
27-24 gets us well up and over the 49.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not mad. I'm not mad.
Overtime, and you also have overtime on your side. You have overtime on your side.
Take it over. This is over all
I
day.
was gonna say, man, I think UNLV gets their first loss here. I know it's 10.5, but I think the books are telling you, come on, don't fade Boise State in Boise. Those blue jerseys on that blue field.
It's moved up from 10.5 to 11.5, 12 now.
I'll tell you what, man, this UNLV team is eating their own Cocoa Puffs, put it that way, man. They're hearing the hype around here, celebrating, going bowling. I mean, big deal. You're 6-0. Who cares? Get it done. We have a lot more aspirations than just going to a bowl game. Let's go to the playoffs. So I don't know. I worry about this UNLV team to get it done there on the road. I'm looking.
They're not getting it done. They're 10-point dogs, 11-point dogs.
11-point dogs. Yeah, they're big dogs. The big dogs here. Boise State, big fit. Yeah, the defense is what everyone's concerned about. That.
You heard about that
the blue turf. Yeah, the blue turf. It's fading a little bit though. It's been fading. We'll see if they can keep it going here. All right, we got you through that. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Head into a big weekend of action here, and of course, good week of action with the baseball playoffs, NHL, NBA is just. Well, NBA is just what we're looking at. It's just a week away, right? And if you head on over to TonyPicks.com, you'll find our best bets and pre-and plays right up there on the board. A lot's going on. We'll see what Rod has for sale today over at Tony's Picks. Rod's put together like they did last year, a great year in 2025. What you got for sale, Rod?
Not for me over to Tony's Picks saying we got my NHL one-timer going, top play in the NHL. That NHL one-timer is included in my NHL hat trick, so don't buy it both. Make sure you pick up one or the other. NHL wise, and then it's Tuesday, so I've got a Tackle the Book Tuesday where I've got 5 NHL, 1 MLB, and 1 college football in there for you. Grab that 7-pack that I got rolling today to tackle the books, or even better yet, hey, grab that long-term pass because hey, you want to be aboard long-term here at Tony's Picks because when you are aboard long-term, there's a couple of things you get here. First, you get that late steam play, any play that the capper puts in 10 minutes to 2 hours before tip-off, puck drop. Tip-off, kick-off, hey, you get that play emailed directly to you when that capper finds that late play. And then also, hey, you get those prop plays included in your long-term subscription as well. So if you were on a long-term subscription with me yesterday, we went 3-0 on those NFL props. So you get those tossed in for you as a bonus when you're jump aboard long-term here at Tony's Picks. That is the way to go. So all these sports overlapping now. So many sports that I cover. Jump aboard something long-term here. I'm not the only hot capper, so take advantage 2 for 1. Can't go wrong with that. And your bankroll. Last 30 days has been absolutely money. NFL's been money. The NHL's been money. College basketball's right around the corner. It's been money.
Look at that here.
CFL playoffs right around the corner. Been money. So, hey, let's continue to stay in the green on multiple sports and continue to add our bankroll.
Rod Green across the screen. You can see that on Rod's handicapper page. Link in the description will get you there. So get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. Best bets and more long-term subscriptions, the way to roll. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. We'll see what Sean has for sale right now. Sean's put together right here over at Tony's Picks as well. Over on the site, we'll put up 146 units of profit. This is all based on a $100 unit wager size. Sean, what's for sale?
Freak, I got to keep up with Rod and his hockey. I got to start studying hockey now to get hockey on my board here. There's no freaking hockey. I'm just, this guy. Yeah, no, whatever. We got some college football tonight. I'll have NFL up for Thursday, and that's it. That's it. What's there to do? I'm not huge into hockey out of the gate. Same with NBA. You pair me up. I'm a pair up kind of guy. I'll hit you with the NFL and college football and college hoops. So we're loaded up with some games already this weekend. Yeah, I got that many.
That's some.
Yeah, I didn't think a lot. We got like 10 college up there already.
That's your sum. All right, there we
I
go.
was just saying, I was like, man, I was looking at the board. I'm like, man, I really don't like any NFL today. And I realized I had like five games in already. But that's a little bit kind of like some stuff early.
So that's why you want to get that
this week.
Yeah, that's why you want to get that long-term subscription, because there you get all the early plays. And of course, if these lines move, they will not be on one-day packages on game day. So if you want to get it on board with the long-term subscriptions, you'll get all of Sean's early action here from the NFL and college football already in action there. You can see the unit leader over at Tony's Picks, 4,146 units of profit. That's based on $100 unit wager size. One play up there for you today on a one-day pass is profit guarantee. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for strike for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So get on board with Sean Higgs over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling over on the site now. We'll see what's up. What we got rolling over at Tony's Picks. See what Alessandro has for sale. Alessandro's been red hot here over the past 7. What you got, Alessandro?
Muted.
Muted. You're on mute there, Alessandro. First time we had a mute.
My bad.
He's just chilling today. He's just chilling
My
back
bad.
there.
Really, all I got tonight's the college football best bet. I might add that Oilers play in. I just don't want to jinx it there. Rod's already on it. Why ruin it for him? But I like the Oilers tonight as well. So I don't know. I might have to pad that hockey record. 1-2 in hockey to start off. So kind of need it. Go 2-2. But yeah, I'm on every sport as well. Trying to get the college football in the green. NFL's in the green now. We've been rolling hot. Look at the last 30 days, what I've done football-wise. It's pretty good. I'll compare that with anybody. But just trying to get that yearly, long-term. I want to have a good long-term record for you guys. I like to preach long-term betting, so let's have a good long-term record. And that's my focus, guys. One day at a time, let's cash these winners. 2-for-1 capper promotion. I'm always going to shout out. You got guys like Rod that's, hockey savants here. When it comes to hockey, I go to Rod pretty much. Let's be real here. And then I do my own handicapping, of course. And then Higgs doing his thing with football. DeAndre's gotten off to a great start here at Tony's Picks. It reminds me of I was hot out the gate. And then, you got to pace yourself here. First 30 days, you start good, and then you just pace yourself, But best of luck to everybody today. Signed up 2-for-1 cap promotion. Tony T discount code. Get that 15% off, and let's make some money.
That's right. Get on board. That's signed over at Tony's Picks. Best bet on the board, as well as long-term subscriptions. You guys love that 7-day here to start the week. You have access to all of Alessandro's plays here from NFL, college football, Major League Baseball playoffs, and of course you've got as well UFC if in action as well. So get on board. NBA just a week away. That's also going to be part of a 1-month pass. So get on board with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's going on over at Tony's Picks. See what DeAndre has going on over on the site. DeAndre's off to a really hot start here for the year. 1,035 units of profit. That's documented over at Tony's Picks based on $100 unit wager size. DeAndre, what you got for sale?
Yeah, man. I got my best bet Taco Tuesday today, man. That's all I really got. Y'all get on board with that. We've been really hot, like Mr. Tony T said, man. I'm just taking it one day at a time, just getting my plays in early, trying to get the best numbers in for you guys, man. We got a 3-pack for sale. We got a 7-pack for sale, man. Y'all get on board with me, man. Pair us up. We got winners on the team, man. Mr. Ride, Mr. Tony T, Chris, like Sandra said, man. Jovan doing the shorts, man. We rolling over here at Tony'sPicks.com, man. Pair us up, 2-for-1 promotion deal. Use the code TonyT at checkout, and let's just make it a winning Tuesday, man. Good luck to everybody out there.
That's right. DeAndre's been red hot, guys. Get on board. It's got a Taco Tuesday best bet up there. Get on board. Profit guaranteed. Use promo code TonyT. Long-term subscriptions, the way to roll, the way DeAndre's rolling. Get on board. Remember that 1-month pass will include the NBA in there as the NBA starts next week. So get on board with Tony Six with the DeAndre over at Tony's Picks. At Taco. Where are they putting tacos in Cajun country? They just take it out of the boil and put it in a tortilla. Is that what they do?
Nah, man. Nah. They got a lot of different type of tacos that we like to eat down here. They got the soft shell, they got the hard, they got people get the margaritas and they just catch them a little vibe. So
crawfish
down with us.
Crawfish tacos. There you go, crawfish tacos. There, all right. I'm wrong for it there. All right, guys, I had a best bet in baseball.
Gator taco would probably be pretty
Gator
good.
tacos,
A little
right.
gator taco.
But I know you got that boil mix in there, that Cajun there to sauce it up. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Taco Tuesday.
There you go. Get your Cajun crawfish tacos out there in Cajun land. All right, guys, with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. East time. It is the Tony Dix Morning Show. Guys, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate that. And hit that subscribe button. And, of course, it's always appreciated when you guys do that, because we're with you here every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. We have a lot of great content, by the way, over on our YouTube channel. And, guys, just go out there and pay it a visit over on our YouTube channel right now. I've got my compilation videos are up there, so check them out there if you would. Also, we've got props here from Home Run Hit List here coming in from Chris. You guys love that. That video has been popular. Of course, all of our playlists with NFL, college football in there, MLB up there as well, NHL in there. We got Ron and Rod up there with NHL. Fight video picks as well. More videos if you want to check out all our videos are up there. Rod's coming in with the shorts. Got the NHL covered with the shorts for today, guys. So check them out. Maybe every game covered. We'll find out.
Every game covered on the shorts.
Every game covered on the shorts. There
every
you go.
Game covered on the shorts. Be on the lookout. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to inundate the shorts every day with hockey. So be on the lookout. That's where your hockey picks. I've had some people ask. I've had to deal with some family stuff over the weekend and was a little busy, and I just isn't able to get off to the start that I normally do in hockey. So I've had a bunch of people email going, "What's going on? Where are we going to find your hockey?" Well, that's where you're going to find the hockey, in the short section here, Tony.
Check out the short section there. Also, they put them in the playlist for NHL, so check them out there from Rod. And of course, Rod's, you'll see Rod's playlist, Chris's playlist, Ron Crawford's. You know, where can I find your? Just go down, you'll see his playlist up there. Ron Crawford there. Get your KBO play. You don't have. It has about a 5-hour shelf life, so make sure the KBO playoffs are underway. So check it out there, there with the KBO right on the Cappers playlist, and of course. 2-3 zone coming back next week in the NBA. So looking forward to the email invites are out. I know it's going to be a full show. So the 2-3 zone coming back from the NBA here next Tuesday, probably filming next Monday. And of course, if you happen to miss any of our shows, hit that live tab wherever it is. Where it is, oh, it's up here, right? Hit the live tab. You can check out our live shows. Our show right now that's playing Night Moves to the Prince of Darkness, Ramon, and DeAndre. DeAndre gets no sleep, so he gets the Night Moves and he comes here for the early show. So DeAndre is part of the team there on the Night Moves. Happy hour with Rod, Ron Crawford, and Brian. We get some of our Cappers to join him in there as well. Of course, our morning show replays there, so check it out. Of course, hit the shorts tab. You see all of Rod's videos here from the NHL on the shorts. We have our man Javon also contribute. He'll have an NBA tray in the shorts when the NBA season starts, so he'll have some more. He'll populate that that as well. We have El Nino's here on alert. We got to do a wellness check on him, see where he's at. So get those videos up there from El. Usually the -1 in the shorts as well. So of course, Rod, you've got the NHL shorts up there, and of course, also looking forward to the happy hour coming up here later today.
Definitely tune into the happy hour. We'll get some final confirmation on who's in net. Like I said, I deep dive and figure who's in net, and you go by with what I have, but they don't confirm it. It's like the NBA; they're getting later and later and later with these goalie confirmations. It's like the NBA. So
it's tougher, especially on back-to-backs, right? Too.
Yes. I like back-to-back. So if you look at Tampa, the only way to go is Vasilevsky. So it's very easy to know that you're going with your next goalie. So definitely tune into the happy hour show. We'll get you all the latest info on the NBA as it returns, because you'll get the final player news and then the NHL goalie situation as well. So tune into the happy hour. And then college basketball right around the corner. You want to tune into the happy hour for that as well.
Yes, a lot of content that's going to start to overlap here, because
November 3rd is the day for the college basketball. I believe they're rolling out like a 78 game slate.
Oh my goodness! I know that 24-hour tournament is coming, but it's a small conference. Yeah, November 3rd. I know Halloween's on our Friday, so that's a Tuesday, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but yeah, we're getting closer to Halloween. So I always thought at some point they're going to start on Halloween. So there you go.
Monday, November 3rd.
Monday.
Kick it off. Yeah,
78.
We got and early. They're starting. There's an 8 a.m. game, 8 a.m. Eastern. Queens takes on Winthrop.
Wow.
On a Monday, November 3rd, they're kicking it off, and they start early, 7 a.m. They kick it off, and then you got day games all day. This kicks off. It goes 8 a.m. and then you go to 11 a.m., 11:30, noon. So. All day basketball.
Yeah, we like that. We like that.
All day hoops. We can like that. We need more of it. I love those early starts, especially from some of these conferences there. Because that's the time of year we get those early ones. Of course, Sean, you'll be looking forward to the college basketball coming up as well. And of course, we got you on the mornings, and we pop in some of the chats as well.
Yeah, definitely college hoops. Like to see that early. So It was funny. Like last year, like opening day was like my biggest game. I think I had like 17 games that opening night, and then I never went more than that, which is weird. Because sometimes in the past I'd have like 22 games on a Saturday or something. But I don't know. It worked out well. I had a great year last year, so just hoping for more of the same. New year though, it's different. You gotta, every year's different. Every year's different.
Absolutely. Because DeAndre, part of the team there on the night moves. Of course, we do clip those videos so you can see the individual videos with Ramon and DeAndre on night moves. So that night move show, 2:30 a.m. Eastern time. You give a complete game rundown. Great for those folks to watch live, or if they get up early in the morning on the East Coast Central Time Zone, even the Mountain Time Zone is there to watch on demand.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, just appreciate all the love, all the support that I've been getting. I appreciate Mr. Tony T for giving me this opportunity. Shout out to all the guys a part of the team, Ryan, Chris, Sean, Javon, Alessandro. Shout out to the whole team, man. We praying you guys money. We putting in the extra work for you guys. And I'm just so thankful to be a part of this, man. Let's make it a winning Tuesday. Good luck, everybody.
And a winning Tuesday indeed. You're welcome to Kelly there, and the survival pick couldn't have to sweat too much there facing Cleveland. Of course, that was the spot. One of the spot of the years. All the Sharps had their circle there on that one with Cleveland. No bye after an overseas trip. Pittsburgh coming off the bye and a rookie quarterback for Cleveland this year. Thank you for that compliment there, Kelly. Always appreciate you in our chat. And, of course, David Stafford in there as well. Appreciate your kindness there. All right, guys, that's do it for the show. We're back again tomorrow live here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Any last closing thoughts from anyone before we close it out?
I'm good. Good luck, everybody. Money making Tuesday.
Have a good one.
Day.
Everyone.
A good one, guys. Going to wake, by the way. We'll have a good one. We'll wake. Goodbye, guys. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.